At the end.
Old Gomer Pyle.
Oh wait, he didn't say golly. He said Shazam!
All right. Should we start the show?
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 69.
Nice.
Nice. The hell do I say here?
This is a show
about life
and
video games and everything in between. I am, of course, MikeyT, and of course, across from me is KurbStomped. You can find us under our respected monikers anywhere you look. If you Google KurbStomped with a K, he'll come
That's
up.
Me.
If you Google MikeyT with a 33, I'll also come up.
Lovely.
Yes.
I love the way that works.
We have a bit of a show for you. We got some stuff to talk about. Some interesting things, some not so interesting things.
Why would we talk about not interesting things?
Well, sometimes we're not very interesting, and that's sometimes that's okay.
Speak for yourself.
This is our 69th show. We are almost at 100, almost a quarter way to 100.
Well, if you say it like that, we're almost at 1,000 too.
Oh, that's true. We are like a tenth of the way.
There's some rounding errors going on here.
If you want to know what we were just talking about, patreon.com/StreamVoidPod. You can get in there, you can support the podcast, and you can listen to all the things that we said in the hour and a half leading up to us actually starting the show.
Yes. Wow, an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. We got a little sidetracked there, but that's all right.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
As always, I will ask you, how was your week?
Oh, my week was great, I guess. I don't know. I worked a bit and then was tired every day. Got that residual COVID, you know?
Residual COVID,
The long COVID, I was told, I guess. I don't know.
3 months. 3 months of symptoms means you have long COVID.
I hope not.
Can you imagine? There's some people who have lost their taste for that long.
I mean, there's people that have lost their lives.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah,
they're no longer suffering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just still eat, work, and then I don't know. I'm only working 3 days a week, but it's just like, oh my god,
just the fatigue kicking in, and you haven't streamed at all either.
I think since I got COVID on January 11th, I think I've done one stream solo. And then we've done
and you've been on
the podcast stream, and we did Couch this once, and we did the movie show once. But that's been it, basically.
Yeah.
Because it's usually like, well, in the morning, of course, you wake up, you feel okay, I'll go to work. Okay, tonight's the night, I'm going to feel great after work. Or whatever, later in the day, and then by the time you get home, it's just like, no. No, it's not happening tonight. So I feel bad about it, because people are asking me, when are you going to stream? It's like, I don't know.
You got fans, you got to keep happy.
Oh, well, I don't, okay. Right. I don't like that.
Maybe you're only working 3 days a week.
I know.
You should just, when you wake up, just go.
I guess I could do that.
If you got the energy, just go.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll see what happens Monday. I'm not working on Monday, so we'll see what happens and...
Yes,
whatever,
Monday is Family Day in BC, which means it's a stat holiday.
This means you get paid not to work.
Yes.
Actually, I probably won't get paid. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not working full-time hours right now.
Who knows, though?
Who knows?
The boss sometimes is just like, yeah, I paid you, whatever. Like when I was off with...
COVID?
No. Why was I even
Broken
arm?
Kidney stone?
Yeah, like whatever reason. Anyways, I was off for like 2 weeks, and he was asking me, like, first he asked me, like, do you have any vacation pay? And I was just like, no, because I always take it whenever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't. And he's like, oh, well, we'll have to figure out what we'll do for your pay. I'm like, well, I'll be fine. Like,
yeah.
He's like, oh, and I'm like, well, I don't live paycheck to paycheck. Like, he's like, oh, good. I mean, I think a lot of people that do work there do live like that.
Yeah.
So like, he's like, oh, okay, good. And then like, the next whatever payday, he's like, yeah, I just paid you. And I was like,
I just paid you full.
Thank you.
Very
appreciate that. So yeah, who knows what'll happen, but yeah, it's just been come home, sit down at the computer, be like, it's time to lay down now. So because of that, I've been doing a lot of Switch gaming.
Yes.
Because I can lay down, put on the American Dad.
And just switch gaming up.
Switch gaming up. So
hell yeah.
A bunch of Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Monster Hunter Stories 2, which is basically just like Pokemon. And I think that's it, really. So
nice.
Lots of Pokemon, though.
Yeah.
I'm back in it, baby.
He's back in.
Love
you been playing
Pokemon.
Arceus?
No. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I did stream that one time. So maybe I've done 2 streams.
Yeah. I remember watching you play that.
No, I'm saving that for the stream. I want to play it, but no, I have only played it on stream. So
yeah.
I've been playing Sword. No, Shield. I have Shield.
Just bring the computer into the other room.
Yeah.
Set it up. Just lay on the couch with the Switch.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm laying in my bed.
Bed stream, bedroom
exactly.
stream. Here we go.
And I bought the new Brilliant Pearl or whatever it was, the remake of Pearl for the DS.
Yep.
I already beat it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I knew how to I've beaten Pearl 10 times or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was not like it was, tough or anything. I knew exactly what I was doing, but it's cool to play it. That game's not nearly the game overall is better. Like Pearl is better than Sword, just whatever, but Sword plays better. It's hard to describe. The game Pearl is better than the Sword game, but Sword plays better than Pearl. Because Pearl wasn't made by Pokemon Company, it was made by another company. They did it, and just some of the choices they made, art design wise and stuff, are just bad. In the overworld, your characters look like Funko Pops. It looks terrible, but in the battles, they look like these nice, models that look really nice.
Yeah,
and they look like almost normal people. But in the overworld, they just look fucking terrible. And the other thing is when you're running around in the game, if you brush up against something, you just slow to a crawl.
Weird.
So there's these zones where the Pokemon are running around and you'll be like, I gotta get away from it. And you'll run past a rock and you'll it's basically stopped. And the Pokemon will run up and get to you. Whereas in the other game, if you're running along a wall, you just continue moving at the same speed. So there's a lot of weird ass things they did that I don't like, but
that is kind of weird.
Yeah, it sucks. But I've revisited Shield, and I don't know if it was just because I don't know. It seems like this is the way for the last, I don't know, any Pokemon game since Black has come out. I'll get it and I'll be like, I don't like this version of Pokemon. And then I'll go back to it a year later and be like, oh, this is great. What was my problem? So I went back to Shield and I'm just like, man, I'm loving my time with Shield now. What's my fucking problem? So every time it's been like that. So I gotta go.
Maybe when it comes out, you have a preconceived notion of what you want the game to be.
They do change. That's one of the things with Pokemon is that each Pokemon game is in a different region and they don't have different rules, but they'll have different things. So in the original Pokemon games, they have TMs and HMs. These are the technical machines, the hidden machines that teach your Pokemon moves, right? Mm-hmm. So in the old games, you could use a TM one time and then it's gone, right?
Yeah.
No big deal. But then eventually you get to Sword and Shield where the TMs, you can just use them as many times as you want. And I'll be like, why did they make this change? It's so weird. But then they have these other ones called TRs or something like that those are the ones now that you can only use once. And it's well, why did they change it from this to this thing? It's so weird. And they'll have other things where, in this Pokemon game, you could make Pokemon balls out of the berries, but then in the next game, they remove that because it's not part of that region. It's not in that country of Pokemon. Yeah. And it's just they add and remove stuff, and it's just why do they do this? So
everything's different everywhere you go around the world
of Pokemon. It makes the
sort
of interesting world creation, stuff, makes it different, but it's just I like that feature. I want it back. Why'd you take it away?
Yeah.
And they've made them way easier now. Pearl, it took me no time at all to beat it because now you get every Pokemon in every battle just gets EXP. Yeah. Whereas before in the old ones, they only got the EXP if they actually fought in the battle. So all your Pokemon just level up so fast. So the game takes no time to beat because your Pokemon are all leveled up when you get there, right? Which is great. It saves time, but there's less challenge that way or whatever. Huh. So, but yeah. I'm going to have to revisit Sun and Moon because those are also other ones that I didn't really like.
Yeah.
But those are 3DS ones. So.
Give it a year and revisit.
Exactly. So that's what I was gaming mostly.
Nice.
I don't think I tried. I think we already talked about it. I tried Lost Ark. Yeah, I talked about that last time. And
yeah.
I played Guardians of the Galaxy last night, but we're not doing the game club.
Nope, because I did
this
not
week.
get the opportunity. Okay. I have to play it on Thursday. If I don't play it on Thursday, then I can't. I just don't have the time to play it.
Yeah, just play it on stream. Play a chapter on stream.
Yeah,
easy peasy.
I might be. I posted a stream schedule on the Discord, and now I'm kind of thinking I'm going to change that just a little bit.
I guess your wife is sort of watching you play that too.
Yeah,
so you can't really stream it if she's watching.
No, I haul my whole computer upstairs to play it on the TV with the 4K HDR.
Oh yeah, you just need a really long HDMI cable,
like a 100-footer.
Yeah, man, or a wireless one or something.
Yeah, but then I don't think I could get controller range.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That's true.
I don't think I could get controller.
Should have bought it on PS4.
No.
Wow. Just straight up no.
Well, I mean, I could put it on the PC that's upstairs as well.
Well, that would probably...
Because my travel PC is now my
Oh, that's PC. Right. Yeah, you should do that probably.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah, you should do that.
And I do have a massive amount of controllers now from the last
that's true too.
Couch This stream.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I played anything else. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you if you did or didn't.
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. What about you?
My week?
Uh-huh.
I'm just learning the new systems at work.
Oh, fun.
I have access to all of the everything now.
Oh, right.
Like everything.
Wow.
Even the discounts. So I've been going through like...
What do you mean discounts?
Well, the primary, because they're one of the main communications providers in Canada, has discounts their employees can get everywhere.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't really gone through them all, but I've been looking at them a little bit.
They're like, there's a Best Buy discount in here?
Well, there's like car discounts and like all kinds of stuff.
That you can personally take advantage of?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I'm in the system now.
Wow.
I can do that. I have access to like everything. So I can see I have access to like all of the financial stuff. Like I can see who's hooked up, how many people are hooked up in whichever region, and like who's using which amount
Is that
of things.
intentional?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am a full-on manager now.
Wow, okay. Crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, so I've been going through learning the systems on my own, and then I'm going to be the quality assurance and quality control manager as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to learn how to submit all that kind of stuff. It's like just 1,000 pictures and stuff.
Fun.
Bunch of forms to fill out. But I don't have to leave.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is really good.
That's great.
I'm currently working on getting all of my crew like certified with tickets for fall arrest and limits of approach and
So like before, when none of these guys had that, was that just because the old manager was just an idiot and wouldn't do it, or what? Laziness?
Well, no, it's just money.
Oh, yeah.
But the other crew, like the other side, they're getting all theirs. So it's cheaper if you send more people.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and everyone needs. A lot of my guys won't go down into manholes without their confined spaces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't.
Yeah.
So it's only myself and one of the other guys that has confined space. So now everyone is going to have a proper confined space.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got I got shipped a new truck. So I got a new truck now that's better than my old truck.
Nice.
I have an old laptop, which is like a Asus TUF gaming laptop now. It's like it's got an i7 like 6700K in it.
Oh yeah.
But it was made to run on Windows 7.
Ew.
So it's got a 5400 RPM hard drive, but somebody's installed Windows 10 on it, so now it runs like garbage.
Oh god.
So I got the boss to buy me a new M.2 because it's got an M.2 slot in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that in and have a nice laptop to use at work now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's going to be pretty cool.
Alrighty.
Other than that, it's just been, just learning that stuff. Sorting things out. Keeping everyone organized.
Very good.
Trying to keep everything organized.
Very good.
Yes. Gaming.
Yeah.
What did I play?
Planetside 2.
I did play some Planetside 2. God, I love that game.
What a game.
Everyone, like, it's an acquired taste for some people for sure.
Yeah.
But man, I absolutely love it.
I was noticing that there was a lot of people from the game coming into your stream while you were playing it.
Yeah, there were a few.
Yeah.
Coming in because nobody streams it.
Yeah.
So
why would you?
Yeah, right. I don't know. I just have fun.
Yeah.
Because it's pure military like precision where it's like, hey, you got to listen to your commanders, you got to follow orders, and then stuff happens like when you do that. If you're just like a squad where no one's paying attention to anybody, then you can't accomplish any objectives. But if you have a full platoon of 48 people, 4 squads, you get stuff done.
Yeah.
That's where it's real fun.
Yeah.
And Once in the Mosh was playing that with me too. We got kicked out of... My game is bugged out. You can deploy spawn beacons on top of buildings and stuff like that so that you can drop pod in from orbit when you respawn. But mine wasn't working. Like every time it would have a 12-second timer and it would go down to like maybe 5 seconds to respawn and then it would shoot back up to 12. I couldn't take them. So I got kicked out of a couple squads because they were like, hey, get over here. You got to get over here now. Otherwise I'm going to kick you out of the squad. I'm like, I can't do it. I got to spawn over here and drive up.
That's weird.
Buxton 12-year-old game. Yes.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it. And we both got banned out of that squad, actually.
Fun.
Yeah, it was good. I haven't been able to, I've been trying to play the new map, which is the ocean map, and I haven't been able to do it.
Why?
I don't know. It's just been it hasn't come up in the rotation.
So add a new map, don't add it to rotation?
Well, it was 100. When it first came out.
Yeah.
You could just play it. It was just open all the time. But now it's gone back to the point where you have to, keep playing the other maps until that map gets locked and then you can get to the other one.
Those old maps, oh baby.
Yeah, they're not.
Wow. Just watching you play, it was like, wow, look at the one bush on this map.
Indar, Amarish, and God, what's the other one? I can't remember what the other one is, but those are the old maps and the graphical fidelity on those is awful.
God.
But Hasin, which is the jungle planet map, that looks really good because it's one of the newer maps.
Yeah.
And then Oshura, haven't been able to get there.
Damn.
But there's a new mechanic now where you can bring in a fleet carrier and it's crazy. Everyone just goes up. It's in the sky. It has huge orbital bombardment cannons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's just giant. It just floats around. It's they're, what are they called? I can't remember what the hell they're called. Brigantines? Oh, I can't remember. But
idea.
As soon as one of them starts coming over the battlefield, you're okay, bastions. As soon as one comes over the battlefield, they're okay, we gotta go. We're not winning this battle now that they're bastions here. But each side can summon one, and it's really cool.
Nice.
All kinds of new tanks and stuff like that you can summon from there. Lots of cool outfit mechanics, and outfits are the clans. And there's going to be
play dress up.
Yep, there's going to be clan battles coming up soon too.
Interesting.
They just published a roadmap, the 2022 roadmap.
Wow.
I know. It's wow, this game is still going somehow.
How does that game make money, man?
I think the diehards are
There
all
must be
subscribed to it.
Big time whales.
Yeah. Because, you can subscribe. You can get your certs faster and stuff like that.
Yeah, they must be whaling it up for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was subscribed for 6 months when I was playing it a lot there. And you get a lot of stuff way faster.
Yep.
Then, of course, played some Dying Light 2.
Oh, Dying Light 2.
I had to, I was I'm turning off multiplayer mode so I can just actually get through some of the storyline here.
Yeah, exactly.
I got through a little bit of it.
Nice.
Played a little bit. Played some Apex, of course, after the DJ stream on
Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just going through the DJ stuff and trying to find good songs and their mix of releases. I'm oh God. Oh, what is this? No, we can't play this. This is awful.
Yeah.
And like you said, a couple of those transitions, I was like, what the hell is going on? I was
watching
here?
And I just I heard this transition. I was like, oh my God, this did not work out according to plan. And then I just said that transition was kind of weird. You're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
Yeah. So. Yeah, if at the club, everyone would have just been like, what the hell?
Yeah, the whole floor just stops dancing, except for the one super high guy in the corner just going off. And what are you doing?
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm doing. And then, yesterday went hiking.
Oh, yeah.
With the Ripper up around Paul Lake.
Oh, very good.
It was still snowy and icy.
Yeah.
We decided to go up to the Gibraltar's Bluff.
Yeah.
Which is the top of the hill. And it was just pure ice all the way up.
No snowshoes?
No snowshoes. Yeah. No crampons.
Last time I did that in the winter was snowshoes all the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't very deep unless, we went off into the bush.
No, it wasn't deep, but just the gripping of the snowshoes was needed.
Yeah.
And trying to push the car out of the snow afterwards. Not the best. Yeah,
the lake was just a sheet of ice. We went across there because there's one geocache that is only accessible by canoe during the summer.
Oh,
and so we're we're going to go get it because the lake is completely frozen over. We can do that.
Yep.
And just trying to get there across the lake, which was just pure ice. We had to like find the little spots that still had just a little bit of snow on that no one had really driven on with their ATVs or snowmobiles.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Very good.
I don't think either of us slipped on the ice, but going on the lake, but going up to the Bastion. Or the Gibraltar
Rock.
Yeah, that was definitely a experience.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of it on camera, all the slips, trips, and falls. So.
Nice. Very good.
I found out, though, that one of my GoPro batteries is just completely done.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. And because it was a provincial park, I couldn't even fly the drone.
You could have flown it.
Yeah. Would have gotten in trouble.
By who?
On YouTube. BC Parks. They're like, no, can't do it. You got to get permission.
I don't think they would know.
Yeah,
what are they, policing YouTube?
They might.
Nah.
You know how people are. They're like, oh, I'm reporting you.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought it was just national parks, not provincial parks.
No, it's provincial parks. BC provincial parks anyway. And then nationally everywhere, of course.
Yeah.
Fair, that was my week up until today, and I'm sore. My butt hurts because of all the hiking up and down.
The falling?
And the falling.
Very good.
And my legs are sore.
Nice.
Got some exercise.
That's good.
Yeah. It looks like you might have watched a couple things this week.
Oh, I did. Well, that's part of the thing. Just laying there watching stuff. So the one thing I want to say about Dying Light 2 is I had an epiphany today about Dying Light 2. And I was thinking like, man, Dying Light 2 is just first-person Assassin's Creed. That's all it is. It has the exact gameplay loop, exact like killing things, sneaking, murdering a guy. The only difference is the weapons don't break, basically. But other than that, it's pretty much just a first-person Dying Light. Or a first-person Assassin's Creed. Modern Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Not old Assassin's Creed. But it's basically, what are you doing? Parkouring, killing guys, sneaking up, snapping a neck.
Yep.
Doing missions, side quests, picking up crap. I'm like, that's Assassin's Creed. So,
yeah. Well,
maybe I would like it. I don't know, but I don't know. The only thing is, I guess the enemies are a lot spongier in Dying Light 2 compared to Assassin's Creed.
They fixed that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Things are going like low. Like if it's one level lower than I am, it's going down in 2 hits.
Oh, okay.
If it's same level, it's like 3 or 4. It's way better now.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that part, but yeah, it was just like, oh yeah, this is just like Assassin's Creed. I might enjoy this. So
yeah, I think you would.
If it gets added to Game Pass, I'll probably check her out. I don't know if I'd buy it though. It just, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I have watched a lot of crap recently. I shouldn't say crap, but whatever.
Yeah. Crap in the not crap sense.
So the first thing I ended up watching was Midnight Mass, which is this Netflix limited series. It's been out for a while, and it's done. I can't remember his name, but he's the guy that did like The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Oh yeah.
And this one's basically about an island that it's like an island that's like not cut off, but like they only have ferries to get to there, and there's like 40 people living there or whatever, and it's like, it's sort of like what's going on this island, right? It's a horror show, so I don't want to spoil it or anything like that, but it was very well made and well acted, and I don't know if it's just like with COVID or something that probably is part of COVID or whatever, but like there's parts in this show where I was just like getting really emotional watching it, and I was like, what is going on? Like I would never get emotional with this shit any other time. So I don't know if that's side effect of COVID or whatever, but it was just like I'm tearing up at the scene, and it's just like, what is happening here? So I would recommend the show though. It was really, really interesting and good, and the acting was very good, I thought. Even though like the one woman that's in the show, I don't know her name. She had a role in The Haunting on Hill House, and she had one of the worst acting scenes I've ever seen in that show, where she's supposed to be very upset and crying and everything like that. And as I watched it, I was like, this is some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a show. And I was just like, maybe it was just me. Like I just was like, looking at it wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was speaking to someone at work, and I was like, oh, you're watching this episode. Okay, tell me I didn't say anything like, watch for crappy acting or anything like that. I just said, I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this episode afterwards, right? So when you watch it, like, come let me know what you think about it, right? And like the first thing she told me was like, man, that part where she was crying was some of the worst acting I've ever seen. And I was like, exactly, thank you. It was just so bad. Like, it stood out so badly. So when I finished Midnight Mass, I clicked on the guy's name on Netflix, and I was like, oh, he directed, like, I knew he did The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor, but then I was like, oh, he directed Gerald's Game, which is a Stephen King movie, and he did Dr. Sleep, which I'd read, but I had never watched the movie. I was like, oh, he directed this movie, too, Dr. Sleep. I'll watch this, which is, Dr. Sleep is like a sequel to The Shining.
Oh.
Where, have you seen The Shining? Or?
Yes.
Okay, so Danny's grown up, and he's like a recovering alcoholic, and he encounters another girl that has the shine like he did.
Yeah.
And it's a whole story about, people trying to get her and whatever. And, they end up having to go back to the Overlook Hotel to take care of business.
Nice. And
the movie ended up being, the way it wrapped up, I think it wrapped it up better than the book. But I enjoyed it a lot too. So I'd recommend that if you've seen The Shining.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen The Shining.
The thing though with The Shining is that the book's not like the movie, The Shining.
Yeah.
The movie's a little different than the book. So
yeah,
it's a sequel to the book, not the movie. Even though the movie does sort of go together with the book. It's a little weird how they did it. It's kind of like a hybrid thing. So.
Yeah.
And then I watched, just yesterday it came out on Netflix, the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I've seen pretty much all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, and they're pretty much all of them not good.
Yes,
the original.
Before the show, we looked up all of them to see what they were rated, and they're not rated good at all. So like they're all pretty not good. I mean, I've enjoyed some where they still have bad ratings. Like I enjoyed the 2002 one with Jessica Biel, which was just called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something. I can't remember. But then there was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning that came out after, which was also fine. But like they had recently they had the Texas Chainsaw, which was okay, but not good. And they had another one that came out like a couple years ago that was also very bad. And then this one came out, which was, it makes the mistake in horror movies I think a lot of horror directors make, is where they show a little too much. Whereas if you look at the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you don't ever see like someone get chopped in half with the chainsaw. It's more or less implied, where they'll have like a close up and it'll be like the sounds of it, but it doesn't show you it. Where I think that's more disturbing because it's like it's like left to your imagination. Yeah. Whereas this one, it's like, we cut off her head. Here you go, zoom, and they just show it, right? And then it's like, well, it looks like bad CGI. And whatever. That sucks. So. And they showed, like, again, another thing they do is they showed too much of, like, Leatherface, where he's, like, it's supposed to be disturbing. He's putting on makeup in his mom's face or whatever. And it's like they just show too much of the bad guy, where it's just like, well, now it just looks like a guy in a mask. Whereas, like, in the other ones, I mean, Leatherface in the first one, they just show him a bunch, but it's just the way they do it. It just doesn't compare. Yeah. But the most unbelievable thing in this movie, so the premise of this movie is these influencers have decided to buy the town of, I can't even remember what the town is called. It's like abandoned. Yeah. So they're going to buy it, and they're going to like, it's going to become this like hipster oasis where people can open up their business and they can all move in and they're all going to, whatever. And they have a busload of people coming to do the auction to buy like different businesses that they're whatever, right? Yeah. And they're like driving to the place, and he's like, "Oh, babe, our post is blowing up on Instagram or whatever." And they look, and the Instagram post is like the guy like, "Hey, today's the day. We're going out to, do the thing, and this is a brand new thing for us." And the Instagram post has 2,000 likes. And I'm just like, these guys, these influencers have bought this whole town. They have a busload of people coming in they've somehow influenced into doing this, and their post has 2,000 likes on Instagram. That's fishy.
I don't see that happening. That engagement is a little too low for them to have a busload. I'm like, I got a TikTok that has like 1 million views and like thousands thousands of comments, and I couldn't even get like 2 people to come to Twitch. And he's got these people driving on a bus to go buy fucking broke down hotel in the middle of nowhere. I was like, no, I can't believe this.
Yeah. 2,000 likes. It's blowing up.
Yeah.
For us, yeah, that's blowing up. For people who can just buy towns?
Yes. No. Well, and even having a busload of people to come with 2,000 likes to buy a business. It's like, I couldn't even get 2 people to come to Twitch. And they got people going out in the middle of the desert to buy a business. I was like, no, I cannot get behind this here.
The suspension of disbelief.
Oh man, that was the part where I was just like,
disbelief anymore.
And that was near the start of the movie, and I was just like, not a fucking chance. I would not recommend this movie, really. Like, there's some cool, like, you know, special effects where, like, you know, this guy died and whatever, it looks cool. But, like, even then, like, the more recent, like, Rob Zombie, like, Halloween movies were more disturbing than Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the 1970s version is still so disturbing if you watch it. Like, yeah. It was just like a gore fest. Like, hey, they're all trapped on the bus. Well, Leatherface is coming through with the chainsaw. Look, he cut this guy in half and he stuck the chainsaw through him. And now it looks like the guy's humping this other chick because he's stabbing her with the chainsaw. Yeah. Yeah. So
doesn't sound good at all.
And this is another one where it's supposed to be a direct sequel off the first one. Like the last one that was from a few years ago called The Texas Chainsaw that starred Alexander Daddario. That was supposed to be a direct sequel from the first one as well. So... They just do not know what to do with this franchise, unfortunately.
No, just let it go. Stop it.
Well, if they could just get the vibe of the first one and somehow...
Just get Mr. Rob Zombie in.
He wouldn't touch it, I don't think.
It's too tainted now.
Well, he's just doing his own thing. He doesn't need he's got his own...
He doesn't need an IP.
Well, he has his own IP. Yeah. Like, he had, like, you know, House of 1,000 Corpses with Captain Spaulding, and then, you know, they were in, like, The Devil's Rejects and all that stuff, so...
Yeah.
And his 3 from Hell is finally coming to Netflix, so I can finally watch that. That's
nice.
His most recent one, so I'm excited to see that. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. I mean, I also watched an anime.
Yes.
But I'm not saying what it is.
You watched 2.
Well, I watched Shenmue.
I know the one, which is Shenmue, but I don't know what the other one is, because you won't tell me.
That's right.
Some boys love anime, isn't it?
What is that word for that?
I don't know.
Yaoi or something like that? Yaoi? I don't know how to pronounce it. No, it's not hentai. It's not hentai.
No, it's not hentai. It's
boys love?
Boy
Tom
romance.
of Finland?
Yeah. Tom of Finland. Go ahead. Put that into the Google.
Google Tom of Finland.
Google Tom of Finland. Guaranteed that if you're over 18,
I mean,
do it.
They're very well done.
Yes.
I'll say that much.
Lots of detail.
They're not related to my interests too much.
No.
But very well done.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching.
Yeah.
Lots of crap, just because it's like, well, I can lay down and watch this and be comfortable. That's basically what it was. I also watched a bunch of other crap, too, that I don't want to talk about, like this Young Wallander series on Netflix. It's like some Swedish crime show, but it's all in English. It's like filmed in Sweden. It takes place in Sweden. They're all Swedish, but they're all speaking English. It's very...
weird.
It's interesting, but weird.
I don't... Just don't do that.
I was expecting subtitles. And well, all the actors are English, but it takes place in Sweden, and they're Swedish police, except the main guy is Swedish, I think. It's very weird.
That is weird.
It was interesting, but it's kind of just to see the different, like, culture, the way Swedish police operate and everything like that is kind of interesting, but it's just like, why isn't it just Swedish and subtitled? Or even like Swedish actors speaking in English.
Yeah.
Where it's like all British actors except the main guy.
Oh, there's something I was watching. I was like, why the hell is this in English?
Well, that's like...
this doesn't make any sense to be in English.
What's that friggin' war movie with Harrison Ford where they're all Russians and they just speak English with a Russian accent? Like, just speak in English. It's just crazy. So... anyways,
yeah, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was another country. They should not have been speaking English at all, and then they were speaking English, and I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I know there's been movies where they start like speaking in German or whatever, but then it's just they switch to English.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we're German, but now you know, whatever.
That makes a little bit more sense because then you're like, you know, they're it sets the precedent that they are German, but you know, we'll switch to English so we don't have to subtitle the whole movie.
Yeah, exactly. So. Very weird anyways.
Yes.
So And who knows what I'll watch this week. So
I didn't really watch anything.
Yeah.
I watched the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie because I'd only seen it once.
Me too.
And Disney Plus is 4K HDR.
Yeah.
So on my TV, so I was like, this looks really good.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't think I'm going to go and see a movie in the theaters unless it's like some big, huge, I have to watch in 3D.
You gotta get the popcorn.
I got popcorn upstairs.
No, it's not the same, dude. It's not the same.
I can get theater popcorn delivered.
I thought they removed it again. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
could go up to the movie theater, get the popcorn, and come home.
If you want to see a really good quality movie to watch, HD Disney Plus, 28 Days Later. I think you should I'm going to throw it on.
I think you got to
throw it on and just be like, wow, there's a lot of like smeariness going on here. It's crazy. It looks so bad.
Yeah, I guess when it's on VHS, it looks all right.
Well, even on DVD, it was fine.
Yeah.
And in the theater, it probably looked fine too, just because it was like...
It probably wasn't
it was digital. Detailed. Well, it's digital, so it probably looked pretty sharp even though. But like, man, it's just crazy how
you get
badly
an ultra sharp TV. It's like,
even on my monitor when I was watching, I was like, God, this looks terrible. And then I was like, why is it? I knew it was digitally filmed, like one of the first digitally filmed movies.
Yeah.
But I was like, why does it look so bad? And it's like, oh, they use an off the shelf digital camera. So that's part of the problem. Or you could watch Army of the Dead and just see the dead pixels from the camera. That the image sensor had dead pixels in it. So.
I never noticed that when I was watching it.
I didn't either, but then once they pointed it out, I was like, wow, okay. Also, I was like sitting very far away from my TV, so
yeah. I didn't even realize they had, when I was watching it, I knew that they had replaced Crystalia in it, but as I was watching it, I'm like, I didn't realize they had replaced anyone. It just looked normal.
Oh, I could tell. Well, I mean, it looked normal to me too, but I could tell that he was replaced by Tig Notaro because most of her scenes were filmed her alone.
Yeah, her alone.
Or that it was just like, obviously they filmed it after and they came back to redo it. Like there's a whole scene with, Tig and, what's his name? Drax. I don't know his name.
Yes.
And the girl go to meet her at the airport, and I was like, well, I can tell they filmed this afterwards and then added it in. But most of her scenes are just her by herself on the roof or whatever. So
I was watching a Corridor Crew where they analyze some of the stuff in there and just the stuff that they had to do, because Crystalia is a big guy, right?
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Plus, taking him out and putting her in and then drawing the entire background where he was. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks really good.
Yeah. It's too bad he's a pedophile.
Yes.
I guess he's not a pedophile, but he's just a weirdo.
Yeah. He's a wiener boy.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yes. That was our weeks. What do you got lined up for next week? A little bit more couching, a little bit more movie watching.
Well, I'd like to stream, but
hopefully.
We'll see what happens.
Do it during the day when you just get up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens anyways.
Get some breakfast in you. Hit the go live button while you're cooking.
Imagine cooking breakfast.
We might do the chicken taste testing stream this week.
Fun.
Yes. And then we got to find a place to do the
chicken sandy.
The lunch and meat taste testing stream. I got to get some of that Mario's.
Got to be right next to the bathroom.
It should be an interesting stream. Hopefully we can get a good kitchen to do that in. Something that has an island we can set a camera up on.
Yep.
All right. Exactly. Shall we talk about some news?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Not too much this week.
Not too much news today. So you should probably go to patreon.com/StreamVoidPod and throw some money at the screen so that you can extend this podcast by an hour and a half by listening to all the
pre-podcast podcast.
Yeah, the pre-podcast podcast. It's a whole podcast before the podcast.
Yeah, and it would help pay for the hosting of this podcast.
Yes, it is not free.
Definitely not free. It's been like $100 and something so far.
That reminds me, I need to go on there and get links for all the 3 other streaming platforms that I've got this on.
What did you add it to? It was
I need to get it on Alexa so you can just go.
Oh, right. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another one. Oh, you added it to Stitcher?
Yeah, I added it to Stitcher a while ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's another few that I didn't even know you could add them to. Like, I thought one was a podcast network that was... They have their own podcasting app, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's almost available everywhere.
Yeah, well, iHeartRadio.
Oh, iHeartRadio, that's the one.
And then TuneIn plus Alexa.
Yeah, iHeartRadio. I was like, oh, really?
And it was already on Listen Notes, and then Player FM, we can get it on.
Oh, okay. Yep. Interesting.
So
well, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I just need to go to iHeartRadio right after we're done recording this and make sure I do that. I got the page open. All right, news. Time
for some news.
Let's talk about Hello Toast. Hello Games? Hello Toast.
Hello Toast.
Hello Toast.
It's a restaurant show.
Yes, Hello Games. It's 2022 and No Man's Sky is still getting a massive free updates.
Yeah, this game is never ending.
No, I mean, the way they talked about it when it first came out and all the stuff they wanted to do, they just couldn't pack it all in like the time that they had to develop it.
Yeah.
And so they're like, and they just keep coming up with new ideas. So now it's like, it's the game that they first talked about, plus so much more.
Yeah.
Like, this update is crazy.
Yeah, it adds mechs and AI drones and shit like that. So this would be great if it makes the battling system in this game not suck balls.
Yeah.
Because every time you end up fighting those drones, it's just like so terrible and not fun.
I think that's the point, is that you don't want to fight the drones.
Yeah, but like,
unless
every game is
overpowered.
about fighting. So, like, let me fight the drones. Yeah, building your own mech or building your own AI controlled mech to go fight and fly around and stuff. It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yep, new weapons, new fixes to the building mode.
Yeah, how do they pay for this game?
God, I don't know. I think because they're they're a fairly small studio, right?
Yeah, they are.
Maybe their overhead isn't that high and people just keep buying it because now it's like the game.
Like, I don't know, like, are they going to add microtransactions, like get a different fucking helmet or something like that?
Yeah,
they don't
maybe.
have, I don't know. I mean, there is some sort of battle pass type thing, but I think it's free. I don't think you have to buy it because people were unlocking like different like boost jetpack like trails and shit like that.
Yeah.
And same thing with your ships and whatever. So I don't know, man. It seems crazy.
Well, when it came out, they made 43 million.
And everyone was upset.
That was their gross copy.
Yeah.
Gross. They made 43
It was
million.
gross.
Yeah,
I
everyone
agree.
was upset. I'm sure a lot of people refunded it.
Yeah.
It's currently 50% off right now for $29.99.
Yeah. It's a one that I like to go always check out and play for a few hours and then be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. It's one that I can actually sit down and play for quite a while.
I don't know. It just gets so repetitive where everything is just the same. You go dig up a treasure and you go dig up a whatever. And then, I went into this crashed spaceship. Oh, I'm getting irradiated in this room.
You got to build a base. You got to explore the languages of the people.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. That's just gets to be a collectathon, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of it, but I find that every planet has the same activities. You go to the little space port, you talk to the guy, you learn one word, you fly away, you find an artifact, you find a beacon, you name the delta, some weird name, you scan a weird bird, you give it a name. Just sort of, I don't know, gets repetitive. So
it does, I guess. You got to be one of those people. Like, maybe that's why I don't play it. I can play it for hours, but then I'm like,
yeah.
And then I put it away.
Yeah.
And then I put it away.
I just check it out every once in a while, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting anyways. So.
Yep. New updates, more stuff. So
we'll see if that comes out day and date on, like, is the Switch getting all these updates at the same time? I think they never really said either if the Switch is like a separate universe or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Be weird if it was, but...
Is there anything in this article about that? No, it doesn't look like it.
I don't think so. So, yeah.
Very
I'll
good.
check it out when it comes out.
Yeah. You won't be able to build anything, though. You have to go in... Is there a sandbox mode? No, there isn't, is there? Is there?
I think there might be. Yeah, I think there is. I think there is. There'll be graphical updates.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. And another update to make a game work better.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
has, they say they've officially fixed everything.
Well, I don't know if they said they fixed everything, but they fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed all the major gripes that people had, I think.
I think there's still gripes, but...
there could be.
I watched I shouldn't say a lot, but I watched comparison videos of the way it looks now compared to the way it did, and like with HDR and all that stuff. It looks a lot better. It's actually playable now on like the PS4 and the Xbox One. The frame rate's, pretty close to 30 all the time. So that's good. They've, changed a lot of the things, like the AI isn't as stupid, and like they changed I think they got rid of a lot of the looting. Like before it'd be like there'd be shit to pick up all the time. Like when I played it the one time,
like your studded dildos.
There was just studded dildos everywhere. Just 100 studded dildos. It was so stupid. But they've got rid of that a lot now because they said people were just looting everything and it wasn't what they wanted to do. So I think they've readjusted how much money you get from other things. Just a lot of updates. The listing of updates was crazy long. I kept scrolling and I was like, holy shit, they've just changed so much shit in this game. It's crazy.
It looks like there's a free 5-hour trial going on right now. You can play it for 5 hours.
And you can squirt your
next gen console.
You can squirt your progress to the real game too. They've expanded the romancing options. Like apparently now the characters will they'll send you like sexts and stuff like that. So they've done a bunch of stuff. I still haven't tried out the new update. I've been waiting for this, so I'm ready to get into it because I know this game is going to be right up my alley.
It is also 50% off on Steam right now. It's only $40.
Yes.
Oh, do I just buy it right now?
Oh my god, I don't know. Do you?
Well, it's one of those games where I want to play it.
Yeah.
And it's only $40 right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's also one of those games where I'd be like hauling my PC upstairs to play it on the TV.
Install it on the one upstairs.
Yeah, but it's not got the 3080.
Oh, right.
It's not got the 3080 in it.
Let's haul up the PS4.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to get that Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. I'll be, I'm ready to see it. I won't have HDR going or whatever. I'll probably play it in performance rather than whatever. But yeah, I'm excited. It looked good anyway. Like even when I played it before, it still looked awesome. So yeah. I'm sure it'll look even better now.
I want those studded dildos to just sparkle in the sunshine.
Oh yeah. Well, that was one of the things they changed is that the light bloom is turned down now.
Yeah.
So before you'd look at a sign in the distance and the light from the neon was it just looked like a neon blur, but now it looks like you can read the sign, except stuff is less bright. So a lot of the things that were cool reflections aren't as reflective. Like they showed this one office building in this comparison video I watched where it had this bead curtain and there was not beads. They look like little metal coins almost. Yeah. And it was reflecting really cool. And now it doesn't look nearly as cool because they turned down this bloom. So it's good and bad. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It looked fine before. So I'm sure it looks great now too. So now they just need to patch it in where you can go into buildings outside of missions. Because that was one of the things is you can climb all over these buildings, but you can open none of the doors or go into any building unless it's part of a quest, basically. Yeah. So
you'd be able to go into more buildings and loot more things.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, you should.
Well, maybe not loot more things, but just have more things to find, basically.
More exploration.
Yes.
More exploration is always good.
Exactly.
That's why No Man's Sky exists. It's all exploration.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can't go into any buildings because there aren't any. Except for those little starports and those tiny little one-room things.
Yeah, that's another No Man's Sky. You land and you go to the little abandoned thing and there's 4 abandoned external buildings and it's you open this one, you refill your health, whatever.
Yeah, there needs to be cities and stuff.
Or just different things. It's the same. Okay, it's different, i.e. you open the treasure chest and maybe you get a little more rusted metal.
or more goo.
Yeah, but other than that, it's the same layout. It's like when you're playing Dying Light and it's okay, let me loot this bus. Well, I know where everything is. It's the same bus in every single time.
Yeah.
It's like
that bus sucks.
No Man's Sky. It's like every little space thing is the same.
Like that too.
Yeah. So, anyways,
but there's a bus on every street corner. No Man's Sky, you got to find those buildings.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you can just. Isn't there a way just to find them? You do the little scanning pole and it shows you where they are. It doesn't always
show you where they all are.
Yeah.
It just shows you one thing.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yes. Nintendo.
I've heard of them.
Shutting down the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS eShop.
Sad.
Yes. Everyone's sad
Nintendo,
about it.
Man. Nintendo, what is your problem, man? So,
it's like, no, the Switch is our only console. You will use the Switch. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine and dandy. And I'm sure the actual use, especially of the Wii U store, is probably super fucking low.
Yeah.
But, like, all these games are just digital only. They're just gone forever now. They're never going to come out for anything else again. Like, Nintendo, why can't you, like, look at what Microsoft and Sony now are doing with their backwards compatibility and, like let's hook us up here. Hook us up. Like, I know that the 3DS has 2 screens. It makes it a little tough, but they can make their emulator so it just takes up half of the Switch screen. Like, it's doable. They could do this, you know? And then just let us continue to play these games. Like, software piracy, this is only going to, like, increase the amount of 3DS software piracy. Like, if I want to play a 3DS game, I can't buy it digitally. I can't get it physically.
Nope.
Like, what am I going to do here? So with this kind of baloney here is I'm going to go and buy on the 3DS some things that I will want, that I will want to play, but haven't done it yet, basically. So I guess that's good. They're going to get my money, but it's just like, just let it run. Like, how much is it costing for them to have this server running? Like, honestly,
I don't know.
It can't be that much, can it? I don't know. I got to go buy Pokemon Red. I got to go buy Pokemon, like, Gold. Like, these old Pokemon Game Boy games. They added them to the 2DS, 3DS. They made it so you can send the Pokemon from those games into the new games, which you couldn't do before. Like, you could not... The original Game Boy games, their Pokemon, they're just stay on those Game Boy games.
Yeah.
Starting on the Game Boy Advance games, you could take any Pokemon caught in a Game Boy Advance game, and I could bring it all the way into the new game. So they added these digital versions that you can export your Pokemon into the new games. So I got to get these ones so I can do that. It's just like, come on. Come on, man. Maybe they're going to bring some stuff onto Switch. Maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll do it. But it's like, man, come on.
Yeah, they sold 13.56 million Wii U's.
Yeah, nothing. They didn't sell any Wii U's, basically. No. But the 3DS and the 2DS, they're sold like 100 million.
Yeah, they sold those. There's a lot of those.
Yeah. It's just crazy. So, it's bad for gamers, basically.
Yes.
I think Nintendo needs to figure out what they want to, how to get these games for people. Like, Microsoft is just like, with this system, they're just like, you own it, play away. It's cool. If you've got an old original disc, put it in.
Just throw it in there.
Generally, they all work, but I mean, there's some that don't work, but whatever. And it's just like, Nintendo. If anyone has a greater, like historic archive of games than Nintendo, like, I don't think so, dude. So, I don't know. They just, I guess they don't, I honestly don't know why they don't do it. There's money to be made there. Maybe it's not enough money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even on the Switch, they got their little Nintendo app thing where you can play Nintendo games, but there's only like 30 games in there. It's just like, put them all there. Let me buy them all.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're making money, so
well, they're for sure making money.
Doesn't really
but
matter
like,
to them.
Again, it's the top of the heap thing where they're at the top, so it's like we don't have to worry. It's like when Microsoft was at the top of the heap almost with the 360, and they're like, "We're doing the Xbox One." No, there's no used games. You have to be online all the time. You have to have the Kinect, and everyone was like, "You fucking guys, get out of here with this bullshit."
Yep.
And then the PS4 was like top dog because of it.
Yep.
And then Sony is they got a little full of themselves with the PS4 and did things that weren't too customer friendly. And Microsoft was like, well, we're losing. We got to do anything here. What can we do? So,
and they did it.
I mean,
we have Game Pass.
It's not even just Game Pass. It's just like, all the universal backwards compatibility and lots of other things too.
Yep.
So anyways, we talked about what Xbox has done
a
lot.
Yes,
so
we have.
We don't need to really speak anymore. Anyways, Nintendo needs to get another Wii U, and then maybe they'll start to be like, oh, we should sell things to people that they want.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Mother just came out on the digital Switch thing, and people have been asking for Mother to be released since like on the Wii U. It never fucking got released.
Nope.
Or not even the Wii U, the Wii. It's been like since the Super Nintendo that you've been able to haven't been able to play Mother or Earthbound. Anyways, whatever.
Mother 2 in Japan.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about things that PlayStation does that Xbox doesn't.
Yeah.
Martha is Dead will be censored on PlayStation, but not on the Xbox.
Yeah, this is... Man, so I think it's like some very graphic violence shit that PlayStation was like, no, we don't think so.
Yeah, this is going to be getting... it's like adult. This is an adult game.
I don't think it's getting
they're
AO,
calling.
but I think it's mature, but... I don't know. Sony's like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say censorship, but they're like, sort of guidelines on what they allow on the console is a little different than Microsoft's. So there's a scene where like you have to cut off someone's face and then pull their face off. So that's probably one of the things that's not going to be in Martha is Dead on the PS version.
Yeah, the tweet that they said it was recommended for adults only, but whether the ESRB rates it adults only, I doubt it. It'd probably just be an M.
I mean, I don't think Microsoft allows adults only games, so it won't be adults only.
Yeah, because adults only is like porn.
Yeah, basically that's what the rating is. I think they're just saying that this is an adult audience game, not that it's going to be adults only.
Yeah, let me tell you, Steam. You can totally
oh my god, Steam is terrible because you'll go to like what's hot, and the other, well, we didn't talk about it, but there was like this Hitler sex simulator that was on Steam.
Yeah, I remember. We talked about that.
Oh, did we?
Before the podcast.
Oh, okay. But I remember like looking, and I'm like, why do I see this giant throbbing dick on Hitler? Like, what is going on? Like, why is Steam showing me this? And like, I'll have to go try to look at like the page for Dead Rising, and I have to put my age in. But like, this is just Hitler's
just right
dick.
On the front.
Anyways,
yeah. New and there's no porn games in the new and trending right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, top selling. Elden Ring. Is that out? No,
PlayStation has always been a little weird with their censorship and what they allow and what they don't allow. I mean, I think I've talked about it before, but back in the day, BMX XXX, the stupid racing bike game, was only available unedited on the GameCube, which it allowed the nudity in it, whereas it was all edited on the PlayStation and Xbox, which was crazy to me because Nintendo went from Mortal Kombat, you can't have blood,
no blood,
to BMX XXX, you want to have real life strippers in the game, like digital video of strippers. That's cool. We're okay with it. So it's very interesting. I think this is, I mean, I didn't know what this game was, so I think this is a good thing for these guys. I had no idea what this was, and now I'm like, oh, do I want to check this game out?
I think you do. I watched the little preview, and I think it's kind of your game.
Yeah, I think I'll end up checking it out when it comes to Game Pass. So, or when it's on sale for a nice price.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martha is Dead. I actually know what it is now, so I'll keep an eye out.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking. I decided to check out what was the top sellers on Steam right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I did that, but it's kind of interesting. Elden Ring, top seller right now, of course.
Of course, pre-order.
Total War Warhammer 3.
That one just is always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the third one here,
mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I guess people are still playing this game. Destiny 2, the Witch Queen Deluxe Edition.
Oh, I wonder if it's based off of dollar value for amounts, because isn't the Deluxe Edition like $100 and something?
Yeah, it's $100.
Yeah, I bet you it's based off of the dollar amount.
And then Dying Light 2 and Cyberpunk. The starter pack for Lost Ark.
Yep. Well, that was the starter pack was to let you play it days early too, I think.
Oh,
so that was probably one that people were buying so they could play it early.
Yeah, and the Valve Index VR kit is up there too.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
doesn't seem like a game to me, but that's okay.
No, it's not. Oh, this is the global. I'm looking at global.
Imagine spending $120 for something in Destiny that's just going to go away one day that you can't play anymore.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That's crazy to me.
I get the feeling the Witch Queen is going to be the last expansion for Destiny 2.
Do you think so?
Yeah, and Destiny 3 will come out.
You think Destiny 3 is the way they're going to go? You don't think it'll just be Destiny?
It better just be Destiny, but, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. There's been no rumor of Destiny 3 or, like, any information that's come out of it being, like, in progress or being worked on. You would have at least heard some rumor that had some... Like, Jason Schreier would have reported on it or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yep.
Next up.
Speaking of game stores.
Yes, the Epic Game Store will continue to give away games in 2022.
Cool.
I mean, it's kind of their thing now.
I mean, they've got enough money.
Yeah.
They can give away free games.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much people like to complain about the free games they get from Epic.
I gotta get into the launcher. Is that still a thing? Are people still whining about having to install another launcher?
They're still complaining, like, well, why do I even need a launcher? Like, this Steam is just perfect as it is. It's just the best. It's like, well, competition is good. Like, I don't know. We've said it before.
Yeah.
Just like having just the one is not good for customers.
Nope. Sure isn't.
Having competition is good. That's what makes people like innovate and like try to gain your market share and your dollar.
Yep.
When you have just one that supplies, it's not good.
It's not good.
Of course, Epic has a lot of things it needs to improve, like no shit.
Yeah.
The launcher kind of does not,
it's not the best.
It's kind of not good, but I mean, can you buy a game on it? Yeah.
Yes.
Can you launch your game from it? Yeah. I don't know. Me personally, I get more errors using Steam than I do Epic.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with Epic. Everything's just launched. I could buy games just fine. I can't buy multiple games at once, but who cares?
They have a shopping cart now.
Is there a shopping cart now?
There's a shopping cart.
Oh yeah,
now.
Look at that cart. You can now, they've added the search so you can search your games library, which is what one of my main complaints was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Well, maybe early last year.
Yeah.
That you couldn't search your games library. You just had to like scroll down and try and find the freaking game because nothing's alphabetical sometimes.
It's almost like they're working on it continually.
Yeah, it's almost like it's getting better and better, and they're innovating.
Innovating. Exactly. People are just,
quote unquote.
I looked at the comments and it's again the same thing. Like, they just buy exclusives. I'll just wait for it on Steam. I don't want to get that game anyways. Like, they lost me when they sold out to Epic. It's like, is Gabe your friend or something like that? Like, I don't get it.
Are you friends with Gabe?
I don't understand.
Do you live in like a little hidey hobbit hole
I guess it's
outside
just
his house?
It's the evolution from like, Xbox is better than PlayStation. No, PlayStation is better than... No, Epic is better than Steam. No, I'm a big Steam fan. Look at my Valve tattoo.
Oh, let me tell you guys, the Amazon Games Launcher, that's the one you got to go with.
Yeah, if anyone's got to complain about a launcher, complain about that launcher. Holy. Terrible.
Did you need to install the Xbox Game Companion to run your Xbox games?
Did I need to install it?
No, it's pre-installed.
Yeah.
you have a Windows machines, you already have it.
Yeah, like there's worse launchers than Epic. I mean, the Game Pass launcher sucks.
The Amazon Games Launcher isn't that bad.
No, it's not.
I've got all these games and I've never bought.
Yeah, exactly.
Never bought a single one.
I like free games.
Yeah, free games are good.
I don't know.
And we found some good ones on here.
I don't know. It just, I don't know how you could complain about.
I don't know either.
I guess maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to like remember, like when I was a kid, was I just like, ew, Sega. Gross. I hate Sega. Or was I just like, I wish I had a Genesis. I think I probably was just like, man, I wish I had a Genesis.
Yeah, it would have been sweet to have played Genesis growing up.
Because I remember like I would rent like the TurboGrafx and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't play one.
Yeah, we rented TurboGrafx all the time.
Yeah.
And we'd set up played Devil's Crush all night long. Literally all night long until the sun came up.
Nice.
Just playing pinball.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to remember that far back. Was I just like, oh, Sega sucks. Oh, Altered Beast? Oh, man, that game sucks. I'd rather play Final Fight. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know.
Me neither.
I just don't understand your, like, oh, I don't like, ew, Paramount movies, gross.
Yeah, why aren't people like that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
well, the only one they would be Marvel versus DC movies, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Where they're like, DC movies are terrible. Okay, yeah, true.
Objectively, that is true for most people.
I mean, I prefer DC to Marvel, character-wise.
Yes.
And most of the DC movies are not particularly good.
Yes.
But, like, I think, again, it's a case of, like, they get, like, more hate on them than they actually deserve. Like, people are like, oh, the Suicide Squad is, like, one of the worst movies ever. It's like, no, it's not
pretty
really.
Good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty fun for what it was trying to do. But Harley Quinn's Emancipation movie, that movie fucking sucks. I tried to watch that and holy, that is not a good movie.
I like to be
Birds of
entertained,
Prey.
so
Birds of Prey.
I like to be entertained, and Marvel movies are entertaining to me, so I love them.
I'm like, that's great. I know they're made well and they do their thing. I just have the Marvel fatigue, basically.
Yeah.
Believe me, I love all comic book movies. I was a huge comic book nerd back in the day, so
yeah. I don't know why I never got the Marvel fatigue. Like a lot of people are like, no man, I can't do Marvel anymore. I'm like, give me more movies.
Yeah.
Give me another.
I think it's just
arc.
They're too. I find they're too. You got to watch them all. You can't just watch one.
Yeah, you definitely have to watch them. Well,
which is just like
the earlier ones you can watch one, but the later ones,
whole integrated
it's just
universe
building
shit.
up.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
one long thing.
I don't care about like or not. I don't care about the Black Widow. Like I don't want to watch the Black Widow movie just to have some plot point in some other movie over here. It's just like no. But even DC's doing that now because the Flash movie has like 3 Flashes in it, and I'm pretty sure Michael Keaton's Batman is in it. And, you know, whatever. Even the Peacemaker show that's on now has the...
Oh, I need to watch that.
This final... Well, spoilers. The final scene has, like, Superman and Wonder Woman and the Flash in it and shit like that. So, I would like to watch the Peacemaker show, but, I mean, it's on HBO Plus.
Stuffed.
Exactly.
Who the hell's got HBO Plus in Canada?
I know. It's probably actually on, like...
it's probably on Crave.
Yeah, or Show Me, whichever one still exists.
Crave. But I can't watch it on my TV, so why the frig?
But the other thing too, the DC ones is like the new Batman movie. It's not related to the other. It's not related to any of the Justice League movies. So like the Robert Pattinson movie is just going to be its own thing. Same thing with the Joker was its own thing.
Yeah.
Like, so who knows what you need to watch? I mean, that new Batman movie looks like it's going to be fucking dope as shit. So I'm excited for that big time.
I haven't seen anything on it. All I know is it's Robert Pattinson.
You haven't watched any of the trailers
I
or
haven't
anything?
watched any of the trailers.
Oh,
no. I don't watch trailers. I just watch movies.
Oh my God, man.
I don't want to build any artificial hype on anything.
I mean, you can usually tell from a trailer if the hype is going to be real or not. I find anyways.
Yeah.
But no, I think the Batman movie is going to be super good. And I'm sure lots of people are upset because, well, then again, I was going to say Catwoman is black, but I mean, Halle Berry already played Catwoman in one of the worst movies of all time. So, yeah, I just like the DC characters, man. I've always liked them more. And they're like way cornier too.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, my arch nemesis Boomerang Man.
I mean, Marvel's got their cheesy characters too.
They're not quite as bad as
cheesy,
DC.
No, but DC's been around for a lot longer. And that
yeah, it's true.
Earlier age of comics where it's just like, oh, let's just
like in the Suicide Squad, they have the polka dot man.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too, is like some of the DC ones, they take them and they like recreate them in like a new modern way, which is so good. Like Boomerang Man was like, what the fuck, Boomerang Man? But then in the Flash comic book in the early 2000s written by Jeff Johns, it was like he recreated Boomerang Man. It was like, holy fuck, Boomerang Man is rad. Whereas like back in the day, it was like, okay, he can throw a boomerang really well. That's really sweet. So anyways,
yes.
How did we get onto this? Oh, Paramount versus DC.
Yeah.
Versus Marvel. Okay.
Yeah. That was
the sidetrack. Holy.
Yes.
Big time.
Facebook Gaming has cut ties with streamer after he claimed to identify as black and African American.
This guy's an idiot. I don't want to say his name because he doesn't need any more publicity, but he basically is just doing this because he's like an anti-trans moron, pretty much.
Is he?
Yeah, oh yeah. If you go on his Twitter, he's just saying like, well, why can't I choose my race if I can choose my gender?
Oh, okay. So he's
one
not
of these
being
guys.
serious.
No. He's just doing
idiot.
it. He's just choosing this hill to die on. Like, it was, people would be stupid and have these, have these stupid ideas in their head, but that's the thing. They kept them in their head.
Yes.
Where this guy's like, you know what? I have my Facebook gaming page that has 1 million followers on it, and this is what I'm going to do. Like, throw this all away because I don't agree with, like, transgendered people. It's like, what are they doing to you? Why do you care so much? Like, who cares if there's a transgender person?
Yes.
This would be the guy that would be like, I identify as an attack helicopter. LOL. It's like, what are you doing, buddy? So yeah, Facebook Gaming, they were like, no, you're out of here.
Yeah, rightfully so.
I Googled this idiot just to see what was going on because he's still on YouTube. So I was like, okay, what's happening was Facebook nothing to him? Like, he's still a YouTube guy? But I went to his YouTube channel and his videos have like 100 views on it.
Ooh.
Like, it's nothing, right? He has like, it's like Darkside Phil. He has 200,000 followers, but his videos have 100 views. Like, and all his streams are like, he's like, I'm coming out as an African American. I don't want to be referred to as Caucasian anymore. It's just like, why? What? Just go get some counseling, buddy. Like, what is your problem?
I can't even. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Especially since he's just doing it to make a point
That's
against
stupid,
something
terrible
else.
points.
Yes.
And you know what? Usually I find that these people that are like so anti something like this, that's because they secretly are that.
Yeah, but they're repressing it.
Like, he probably wishes he could become like another person.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he's always like, he's probably a self-loathing guy. He probably hates himself. But like, if you look at all these anti-gay Republicans and stuff, and they'll be like, they're passing all these like anti-gay laws and stuff, and then they'll be like, oh, he got arrested because he was soliciting gay sex in the bathroom. Or he was caught like at a fucking glory hole.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, that's why you were so anti-gay. It was like you were trying to, divert attention away from yourself. So who knows with this guy, right?
Yeah.
And again, like, why does it matter to you if someone wants to be a woman or not?
I don't know, man. I don't know why people care. It's like, it's somebody
it literally
not even associated with you. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't affect your life whatsoever.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Doesn't bother me. And it's not like, okay, it would have been even worse if he came out and he was like wearing blackface or something like that. He was just like a regular white looking dude. Like, no, I'm black now. I'm not Caucasian. Refer to me as African American. And it's just like, you buffoon.
Yeah. See you later, career.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I went to his website just to see too, and he refers to himself as a teacher, educator, like content creator, and whatever. And anyways, I mean, who knows? He's gonna end up as like a pundit on Fox News now. Like, maybe this is onward to bigger and better things for him. Who knows?
Maybe.
I mean, I would have never known who this guy was if he hadn't done this. So I guess, job well done for him. But
now we all know who he is.
Well, I didn't want to say his name.
Yeah, no, we're not saying his name.
I don't want to give him any
publicity.
No, he's an idiot.
Yes.
So
whatever,
buddy.
Let's carry on. I hate talking about idiots like this.
It was just so. I mean, you probably didn't watch the video. I watched.
I watched the video.
Oh, did you?
I watched the clip. I was like,
such an idiot.
Why?
I mean, so stupid. Anyways.
He's very sincere, but I didn't know that it was.
I don't think he's
I didn't
sincere.
know it was because it was.
Yeah.
Because he's anti other things.
Well, it's not like he says, like, I hate trans people, but
Yeah.
it's like, why can I choose my gender if I can't choose my race? Huh? So, whatever.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't think his video was sincere either. I thought he just was, like, playing the sincerity card. Or trying to make it look sincere.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Okay, buddy. All right.
Well, let's talk about Take-Two and Netflix partnering up on a Bioshock movie.
Oh, wow.
This is a good IP to make a movie out of.
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, it depends who it's from the point of view of, I guess.
I think if it follows like the first story of the first game, it could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see it going down like the Doom movie, where they'll have a first-person section at the end where he's blowing away Andrew Ryan and stuff.
No way.
I like the world idea of Bioshock, and it could be cool to see how, like, you know, the whole, like, what was it called? What was the world down there called? I can't even remember. Utopia? No, it wasn't Utopia.
No, something else.
Anyways, it could be interesting to see like the world of that falling apart and like Rapture, right? The little man's view of it or something like that.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it just end up being like a superhero movie.
You think so?
Well, he gets like a flaming hand and he can like summon bees and like he turns into a big daddy and I don't know, dude.
No,
the whole progression of the game is...
If they had that, I think it would make it super cheesy. But I think if they had kind of like a LA Noire under the water kind of deal,
yeah, I guess if they
that would be pretty.
But
cool.
like, why even have the Bioshock license then?
I don't know. With the big daddies, it could be like somewhat spooky.
Yeah, I guess
with
so.
The little sisters, big daddies, and one wandering around trying to figure out what the hell has happened down here.
It'd just be weird. I don't know. I like the idea of like a film noir style underwater, like in that world, but just like, I gotta drink this tonic. I can make lightning bolts. Yes.
They can't do that. If they do that, that's going to be dumb. But I think it could be good. I think it could be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be
Netflix has done some really great stuff.
They've also done a lot of dog shit too. So, I mean, Netflix, they don't really make anything.
No, they just throw money at it.
Well, it'll either be already made and they'll buy the rights to it,
yeah,
or they'll like pay to have it made by someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's just a lot of the Netflix stuff follows the same like formula and uses the same directors and the same everything, same style. I'd like to see it. I like Bioshock. I love Bioshock. I thought it was great.
It is great.
But
it was so great I actually finished it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have Bioshock 2. I've never even started it.
Oh.
But you start as a big daddy in that one, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
I did beat Bioshock Infinite.
Oh.
Which is a very heavy-handed game.
Yeah.
Well, it's like racism bad. But like in a very heavy-handed way. Like
I've only seen like maybe 10 minutes of people playing it at a time, so
I mean, racism is bad, but
yes,
it's just
true.
Like, it's pretty heavy-handed. Like, anyways, it was interesting, but not as good as Bioshock. Then again, also Bioshock is based off of the themes of Ayn Rand's, like Atlas Shrugged and everything like that, which is a very terrible like philosophy, way of living or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would show it like. Yeah, who knows? Show it from the side of Andrew Ryan.
Yeah.
And about how, like, no. I built this. I own this. I should profit from this. Can a man not, profit from the sweat of his brow?
Yeah. Yeah, if they did like a before the fall kind of deal, where it shows the city and it's...
Or it's starting to
its
fall.
luster.
Yeah, like whereas when Bioshock starts, it's done.
Yeah.
It's already done. You get in the bathysphere and you go down and it's just like, this place is fucked up.
Yeah. If they have it like before the fall and like where it's starting to turn, that would be really cool to see.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool options, but I mean, it's not obviously, we got a lot of cool ideas we'd like to see, but it is literally going to be, him shooting lightning bolts out of his hand.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Let's hope not, but what looks cooler, a guy walking around in the dark or a lightning bolt?
Yeah. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
Last up.
Yeah.
Valve partnering with Ifixit to sell Steam Deck replacement parts. Of course, Ifixit is the place that you go where you can find all the things that the major electronics manufacturers don't want you to have, like all the schematics and all this kind of stuff, replacement parts for your iPhones, all kinds of stuff. And Valve is just like, yeah, here you go.
Exactly.
We're going to partner up so that anyone can repair their Steam Deck.
And this is after Valve released that video, like, here's how to do it. Don't do this, but you can replace this.
You can do it. It's really easy, but don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be awesome. And it's 5 days to launch until the Steam Deck comes out.
It also saves a whole step, like, from Valve of like, well, maybe we don't have to have a like whole warranty center to fix these things if people can fix it on their own.
It's all, a lot of the stuff in there is just plug and play, especially with like the components that are going to break down eventually, like the sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just like take it out, pop a ribbon cable out, screw a new one in, put the ribbon cable in, done, good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Have you been able to order yours yet?
5 days.
5 days you're going to have it, or 5 days?
5 days. That's when I'm going to be able to order it.
Man, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, 25th is when it's going to launch, so everyone can buy it.
But I thought you were on the early list.
Well, yeah, because there's still a lineup.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully I'm far enough into the front of the lineup where I'm going to be able to order it in 5 days.
All right. Are you going to, when your stick breaks, are you going to crack it open?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Going to put a 3080 in it?
Hell yeah.
How long till someone does that, you think?
Till they upgrade the video in it? Well, because
it's just external video card.
Oh, well, you could
hook it up to a PSU on the outside and everything. I'm sure someone's going to do it.
Because you can do that with the Thunderbolt 3 connectors and with USB-C, where you can hook up a laptop with like an external video card like that, or a Mac with an external video card.
Yeah.
So I wonder if
you got to make it portable. It has
enough.
to be in a thing where you can carry it.
Yeah. I wonder if you can hack it enough to put a 3080 in there.
Nice.
Or into the GPU shroud.
Yeah. It's that's good that they're having it an easy way to get replacement parts and allow self-service. Wait, that sounds gross. Of the thing. That's always good, especially nowadays when it's like all these companies are trying to get you to fucking sign up for a subscription, or whatever. Like, it's nice to see him just be like, "Yep, there you go. It's yours. This is how you do it. You shouldn't do it, but here you go if you want to fix it." It's very, very cool. I applaud them for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get a Steam Deck.
No, you aren't.
No.
So apparently you need a USB 4
version
4 to connect an external GPU or Thunderbolt.
From the future.
From the future.
So you're still stoked on the Steam Deck?
Yeah. It's going to be good, because I'll be able to just chill on the couch. And like you with your Switch.
What are you going to play on your Steam Deck?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet. They're still going through and verifying games, and there's a lot of games out now that are verified to work fully with the Steam Deck. They just released a video where you can see what the icons are, because it's going to be right on Steam page what icons are for the Steam Deck.
Oh, yeah.
This one is playable fully. This one you need a little bit tinkering to play. This one, we don't know. It might not.
Yeah.
It's up. You got to do a lot of tinkering to get it to work, and then not even.
Linux based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got that one program on it, or the hardware that makes it so that any Windows game can potentially work with it. But it's also got to be games that work with controller.
Yes. Any game could.
Yeah.
Just use the analog stick as the mouse cursor.
That's true.
God, could you imagine? RTS.
Yeah. Well, it's got the trackpads on it, so you could do that.
Oh,
much better.
That's right. Man, oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really set my world on fire.
Set your world on fire? No.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know.
I mean, just load an emulator on it, play all the Nintendo games you want.
Yeah, but, I mean, that doesn't do it for me, really.
No?
I mean, for some, yes, but, like, I know a lot of people will stream, like, Pokemon games and they'll use an emulator, but like, I don't like my Pokemon are my friends. I want to keep them with me. I gotta have them on the real hardware so I can send them to them over. Yes, can't do that with an emulator.
I guess not. You could transfer from emulator game to emulated game. I wonder if that would work.
I don't think so.
And then you just be pure emulator.
You have to link them somehow. So it's possible.
Virtual link cable.
I had to order my link cable from Nintendo.com back in the day.
Yeah, you did.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll play your Steam Deck.
You're gonna have to try it out.
I will definitely try it out, and I'll probably be like, "That's cool," but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. It's also like so big too. It's like as big as your monitor here.
Yep.
Imagine that. Holy shit. Imagine you pass out playing it and drop it on your face. Break your nose.
I have dropped my phone on my face a couple times, but that sucks.
I've never done that.
No?
I'm never using my phone where I'm laying back and it's like in front of my face like that though.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
I usually am propped up or laying on my side.
Because I'll be like in bed just like watching a video.
Yeah.
And I don't do that anymore. I'm just like this now.
Yeah, I'll lay on my side if I'm using it, or I'm like got pillows, so I'm like leaned up and whatever. I don't want to catch it in the face.
Straight in the dome.
No.
Yeah. It sucks.
No. And usually I'm not wearing my glasses, so I gotta have it like right in my face.
My eyesight's so bad that there's like one little spot.
Oh, you're both ways?
Yeah.
You need bifocals?
I got a little extra power. That's it.
Wow, they are bifocals?
A little extra power.
Wow, that's old man style.
Yeah, I am an old man.
Even mine are not bifocals, though. Last time I was at the eye doctor, he was just like, "Oh, it's getting close," and I was like, "Fuck you, buddy." I don't know. It's actually that's not true. I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. I need to be pretty close to see.
I've got stigmatism in both eyes too, so
don't touch them as much.
I guess not. Don't F with your eyes so much. All right, that's going to be the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening along. Please leave us a rating on whatever podcatcher of choice you are listening on. We are going to be on multiples now. All sorts of
everywhere.
Everywhere that we can find to put the podcast on, it will be on. You can also watch this live on twitch.tv/StreamVoidPod every Sunday at 11 a.m. PST. Or, if you don't want to watch live, it's in 4K on YouTube.
Or Facebook.
Or
YouTube. We live stream on those, don't we?
Yeah, we live stream on YouTube and Facebook as well. And then you can catch the chopped up sections of this podcast on YouTube as well.
The last couple haven't made it to YouTube.
They haven't made it.
No, I apologize, but yeah. I can't sit there long enough to do it.
Yes.
I'm really going to try this time, though. I don't work tomorrow. I think I can do it.
Yes. All right, guys. We will see you again in 1 week's time.
Bye.
Bye.